8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. It must be Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Here we are.
Because
Yay.
this is the time when we share the things that we want to share.
Uh-oh. Is it time then? Are we going to get right into it?
Let's get ready. We have lots to go over, lots to get into, lots of people to invite up on the big show.
In things
we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
Yay. Welcome.
Misa want to share. Misa, hey, what's Jar Jar doing on the show this week?
Jar Jar is having fun because Jar Jar is celebrating Ahmed Best's birthday.
That's right. Mr. Ahmed Best turns 51 years old today.
Yay.
To celebrate with all of our Jar Jar stuff. And we get a lot of Jar Jar stuff.
Do we?
Including this hat.
Yeah, and the mug.
Do you want to make me prove it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're going to share Ahmed Best's birthday.
Okay. Uh-oh, he's off. All right, while we're at it, we're going to say hello. Julie's weighing in. Hello, my friends. If you are on Instagram, I do have it up. So if you do comment, I can see your comments. I just can't share them on the show. Let's see. But we are live on YouTube as well. Oh, and if you are watching us live, just give a little like to the video if you could. I keep on forgetting to ask that. Oh, yes, I love this one. Oh.
Here is one piece of Jar Jar merchandise we just got, along with the hat and...
Oh, I love this Toydarian Toy Makers Jar Jar.
Yeah. So oh, what? Cute. You want more Jar Jar? More Jar Jar merchandise? Well, hang on.
It's Talk Like Jar Jar Day in honor of Ahmed Best's birthday. Whoa, Misa surprised about that. I didn't know that.
Misa, 51 years old today.
Oh my God.
Misa, very excited to be here. Misa shared my birthday. Hello, Yusas. Hello.
Wow. Well, we do have a special guest, and I want to know if she has any Jar Jar merch. So should we invite her on?
Here she is, Miss Ahmed Best. Oh, Teresa. Oh, it's Teresa. All right, never mind.
Oh, you're so mean. You're so mean.
I was all excited about Ahmed Best, even though we didn't book him for the show. I pop it up, and it's enough me to say things. You hope they come true. The affirmations.
Oh my goodness. Let me think. Do I have Jar Jar stuff?
Or a Jar Jar story.
I mean, I have Jar Jar stories. I don't actually know if I have any Jar Jar specific stuff.
Oh, okay.
I might have a pop.
Well, you got to change all that.
Yes. Anybody else in the chat who's watching, we want to know what Jar Jar stuff you have.
I feel like I do, but it's probably from when the movie came out when I was, in high school.
Yeah.
So, it's somewhere. It's got to be. It's somewhere, I would imagine. But I do have an Ahmed Best story or a Jar Jar story when I met him for the very first time at Star Wars Weekends. That was amazing. And honestly, like super attractive person. And attractive personality because he's really super sweet and nice and kind. And so at that very first Star Wars Weekends, I must have been like, I don't know, maybe I was like 22, 23, something like that. And I was like, hello. And at the time at Star Wars Weekends, I had my own little like autograph book that I made. And so for each character, I cut out pictures of the character from like DK books, that were like,
oh yeah,
I don't know, they're just like the paper ones with like paper covers, and I would cut out characters and like stickers, and each page had like the character name, the actor's name, and then it had like facts about each character. And so I went through all this trouble to make all this stuff for Star Wars Weekends. And so I have his signature on that page. And he like loved the fact that I had like pre-done the page and it was like all colored and like all kinds of like artsy scrapbooky looking.
You got this stuff listed in Skywalking Through My Fandom? Because that's how you can keep track of all this stuff.
So that was really cool. It was a really cool experience. So
That's awesome. You know what? A lot of people on Instagram have Jar Jar stuff. So Running Mouse has Darth Jar Jar. Wesley has a Jar Jar beach towel.
Oh, Running Mouse 64 has got the cup topper from Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
Okay, nice.
I have a mug. I do have a mug.
Oh, a mug, a Jar Jar mug. Okay,
Mhm.
and then Reynold is saying he's got Ahmed Best autograph and the tall action figure from '99. That
Oh yeah.
what?
The bomb that he was throwing around.
Oh, okay.
Which they don't have a Boomba.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got Wayne and my parents are here. Hey. And you know what? I don't think we introduced you, Teresa, properly.
Second, Mom.
Hey, aw. So this is Teresa Delgado, everyone. She is part of the inception of Fangirls Going Rogue. So my co-host for a long, long while. And now you are here to share your Walt Disney World knowledge because that's more your theme park, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you definitely know more about Disneyland than I do. You've been there more times. I don't know how that's possible that you've been to Disneyland more times than me, but apparently it's true.
It is.
Well, hold on. Running Mouse 64, that's Michael Corbett,
Oh, hey,
who
Michael.
we just met at D23.
Yay.
Hey, Michael.
Awesome.
All right, so now before we go pouring into all this Disney news, let's talk about the news that just came out. I won't say dropped. News that just came out like 10 minutes ago.
You just said it.
That the Acolyte will not have a season 2.
Oh.
Why are we letting these whiners win?
It's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
This was a great show, and yet we're
Mhm.
not getting a season 2, and it was left so wide open. Now on Variety.com, it says clearly it will not come back. But on other websites, it says Lucasfilm has not confirmed it just yet.
Oh.
But word is the Acolyte will not return.
So Variety is the one who's like kind of coming forth with this information.
Yeah.
Yeah. The very first sentence of their article is the Acolyte will not return for season 2. Period.
That's pretty clear, cut and dry.
Okay.
But
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree wholeheartedly with that decision because they left so many threads just dangling there.
Yes.
Or will they pick it up somewhere else?
Oh, perhaps. Raynal Gobey says hashtag save Acolyte.
Oh,
here we go.
Oh,
yeah. So start tweeting.
How do you
start threading.
Start threading.
Threading.
Okay.
Instagram. Honestly, Instagram is like where it's at.
Xing?
So that's how you get things growing grassroots style.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Julie's saying that James says that maybe it would have a different name. The Acolyte. I don't know. Oh. C-Rad, so many thoughts. Well, please share them in the comments here.
Yeah, because we have to know more about this stranger and where he came from and how he got all those scars on his back from Vernesta Rowe. We got to know how the May and Osha twist will turn out.
Yeah.
And how will this lead into the whole divergence of the Force? So many threads that I want to know.
Okay, Mom is bringing up something, and maybe Richard, you have some insight. Remember that Last Man Standing was switched from one network to another years ago.
Yeah.
What's Last Man Standing?
Is that the Tim Allen show?
It was a TV show. Yeah, it was a Tim Allen show.
However, this is a Disney Plus show. It's not like NBC is going to pick up the Acolyte.
Right.
No, but the thing I don't like the most, I think, is the fact that we finally got a show like as a person of color and a woman and all those things. We finally get a show that's diverse, has a lot of different kinds of female representation, not just like the hero situation, showing all the aspects that people can actually be and like actually reflecting real life. And then they're like, oh, well, nah. I'm like, no, it's not okay. Not okay.
Yeah, this was the most different Star Wars show we've gotten since Star Wars Visions. And I think that's what Star Wars really, really needs. I'm really excited about the skeleton crew.
Yeah.
But I think it really falls into what we already know of Star Wars. It's a little, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But from what I've seen, I'm excited that it reflects back to the 80s kind of films,
Right.
but it still kind of falls into safe territory.
The Acolyte is like one of the first shows that's come out with since Disney Plus that like to me really, really felt like Star Wars and felt like the magic of Star Wars, you
Really?
know, and it had that, there's this like the mythology of Star Wars and sort of that I don't know what I would call it, but kind of underlying mythological, magical sort of feel to Star Wars. And it had it in it. And like I could feel it. And it's like Rebels had that, you know, Clone Wars had that. So it's like something, I don't know, there's like a feel. And I definitely felt it, which is why I liked it so much.
Remember
So I don't
that
know.
last shot of the Acolyte? Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give us like one Acolyte Christmas special.
Always the Christmas special.
Christmas special.
That's what we need to tie things up. Oh, please do. So, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna continue on in a short story or a book or a comic.
Book or comic.
Book or comic for sure.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Or just doing an animated series.
So C-Rad, it needs to be revamped. We need answers. So yeah,
Yep.
I would say look for books or comics.
For sure.
No, that's a cop out.
Well, come on. The Christmas episodes of like Doctor Who and Downton Abbey are like some of the best episodes.
I know.
You know?
It's creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I tried
Yes.
so hard to say that without saying it.
I said it.
Okay. Right. Well, that as well.
Yes.
So we need an Acolyte holiday special.
Yeah.
You
that
heard
would
it
be
here
fun.
first.
That would be fun.
Save Acolyte, holiday special.
All right. Well,
All
so
right,
far,
let's move
that's
on
what's
before I
happening.
get too upset.
Yes, let's move on because now I know we had a big D23 discussion with our friends Neverland Clubhouse and Joey Pittman, but we were very Disneyland focused
Mhm.
and other stuff focused. And now Teresa here, you especially have a very big exciting tie to the Walt Disney World Disney Parks news. So I feel like we wanted to have you on to really get more nitty gritty into the Walt Disney World Disney Park stuff. So should we just start right away with Magic Kingdom and something that you started screaming about?
Yeah, I did. But first, I'm actually repping Disneyland today and y'all's park news because I have on my Coco shirt.
Aw,
So yeah, I was like, it's a great shirt and it's soft. Yes. Okay, so Magic Kingdom first. This is the thing I know people are not as excited about. Like most, I don't know, like
well, we'll talk about it. You know what? Share your excitement first.
Okay.
To that.
Okay. We're getting an iteration of Cars at Magic Kingdom. And I am so excited. I lost my mind. I started screaming over a text message to Sarah and Trisha. And I was just like, this is the best news I've ever heard in my life. So I'm really excited. And at the time when they announced it, we weren't sure where it was going to go. And now we know that they're going to be getting rid of the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island, which I think is the rub for people.
Well, now this is
traditionalists.
Right. Now this is, as people are looking at concept art, they're figuring this out. So this is not actually confirmed, but it's possible. So first of all, though, the two Cars attractions that are coming, they are in Frontierland, and it's basically as if the Cars are visiting Frontierland, I believe.
Yeah, well, they've gone west, you know, and essentially I kind of think of it as like when Lightning and Cruise were in the Demolition Derby.
Yes.
And or should we say Chester Whipplefilter? And since that was his secret name. And so it's kind of like that. There's going to be that sort of situation and then another more family friendly ride. So it's not like they're recreating Radiator Springs. It's essentially like you've gone west and you get to hang out with Cars, which I'm totally fine with.
I think that's cool. I think it's good that it's something different at Walt Disney World versus what we have.
Oh, I
at
think that's the
Disneyland.
way it should be. Same with
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
We should have another Galaxy's Edge over here as opposed to Walt Disney World, just so you can go to both places.
Right. And have a different
adventure and experience.
Right.
Oh, I agree. I wouldn't want just a second. I don't want them to start doing that. I don't want it to be just like copy back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, there was both Tower of Terror, and now we've got two different Tower of Terror experiences. You know, there's the Guardians one at DCA, and we have the regular one at Hollywood Studios. So yeah, I don't want it to just be like a carbon copy. So I'm glad that it's something different, because then I can go to Radiator Springs when I go to Disneyland, and I can go to whatever it's going to be called, you know, at Magic Kingdom. So I'm totally fine with that. I mean, and they've started filing the permits now. So that's kind of where all that stuff came from about Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers America. And as I've seen people be kind of hesitant about it, I'm like, okay, when's the last time you went to Tom Sawyer Island?
Exactly.
I mean, like, let's get real. When's the last time you were on the Liberty Boat or whatever they call it at Magic Kingdom? I don't even know. You know,
Right,
I mean, like
Liberty Bell, I think. Yeah. Or yeah,
what
actually
called it Disneyland. I don't.
it's called oh my God, it was
Mark Twain Riverboat.
yes, that's
Okay, yes, and so it's the Liberty Bell over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't. No one goes there, and it's so much real estate
It
to
is.
use.
Yeah, and now it'll be full of more attractions that are people eaters, and it'll have lots of Cars merch.
Yes,
Which, as we know, people buy.
see, and that's the thing. People are like, "Oh, why would they do this IP?" You don't like. Cars is one of the most profitable IPs for Pixar and Disney. Maybe not in movies,
Right.
but in merchandise.
Merchandise, yes.
You know,
Working with kids, we see kids all the time with Cars backpacks, Cars sneakers, Cars
Crocs that I can't ever get. They always sell out.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
There's Lightning McQueen Crocs, and I don't have them. You know, like the Lightning McQueen and like Mater Loungeflies sell out like fast.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I don't. People don't understand. They're for real. Like, I want a Lightning McQueen Spirit jersey that's red, and then it has his like eyes on the back.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Well, now if they're not gonna build like a Radiator Springs or a Cars Land, why are they taking anything out, like the Rivers of America or anything
because
else?
it has to be there. That's the land for it, because there's another thing we're going to talk about that is beyond Big Thunder Mountain, that land is going to be used for that open land that they have. So in order to fit this in, they're getting rid of things that are just a waste of space at this point. You know, the only time Tom Sawyer Island was cool was when they used to hide these paintbrushes on the island, and you could go and find them, and you would get like fast passes, like if you found them, but you had to go like first thing in the morning. They don't do that anymore. So I don't go there. What's the point?
I think we've been on Tom Sawyer Island twice in the last 15 years.
And that's ours.
Yes, that's ours.
Like,
yeah.
we couldn't even remember that Tom Sawyer Island was out at Walt Disney World at all, because we've never been on it.
We were thinking, like, where is it over in Walt Disney World?
Although Mom is saying when I was 7, we were there. We went. We visited. That makes sense if you're a kid.
I mean, it's so if you're walking towards Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Big Thunder Mountain, there's the like wooden path walk. There's like the main walkway, and then there's like a wooden path walkway that sort of winds around that nobody walks on, so there's not as many people. That's where the launch is to Tom Sawyer Island.
I remember taking video on that bridge.
Okay, yeah.
Now Justin Smith says he was there last week. So, Justin, it took this away. Would anyone care?
Yeah.
A lot of people like going there because it's quiet and there's nobody there. So you can take a snack and go over there and kind of get away from the crowd, which I totally understand. But I mean, most people, I don't know. I'm sure they have it at Disneyland, but at Walt Disney World, there's a lot of people that are like, don't ruin my childhood.
Right.
Don't take it away.
if this is gonna ruin someone's childhood, then they gotta really reconsider their childhood.
Luella is weighing in. Walt Disney World doesn't use Tom Sawyer Island like Disneyland does with Fantasmic.
Mm-mm.
It's prime real estate. It will be a better use of space for cars. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not used for anything. Like,
Right.
yeah, exactly. Like you guys use it for Fantasmic.
Right.
It's just a.
Yeah. It's there. It looks pretty.
It's there.
Scenic. Like that's what it is. So then, okay. So should we move on then?
Yes.
To what's beyond Big Thunder Mountain, which is now going to be Villains Land.
I'm gonna think you made a mistake. It's called Dark Universe.
Oh no, that.
What am I confusing something?
I think you're mixing a little bit.
Disney's answer to Universal's Dark Universe.
So we won't see Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and the Mummy walking around.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
We're gonna probably see Maleficent and Evil Queen.
Okay, so now where is this going?
So there's land that hasn't been used that's behind Big Thunder Mountains area and like going back that direction. There's unused land. So it's going to go back there. So you would go through Big Thunder Mountain and there's going to be a new land back there. And it's the biggest expansion that they will have ever done in Magic Kingdom. And that's saying something because the Fantasyland expansion was huge.
Yeah.
So this is going to be.
Do you know how many acres it is?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, they didn't say it. Now, Villains Land will have 2 villains-themed attractions, dining and shopping. So
There better be character meet and greets. And I am going to be so upset. I've already told Sarah this, but if one of the attractions is not the ride from Emperor's New Groove, it's missed opportunity. I want to ride on Yzma and Kronk's roller coaster with the wrong lever.
that's the thing. Richard doesn't know what that is.
You've never seen Emperor's New Groove?
I saw it once back in 2003.
Yeah, we saw.
So when they're going to Yzma's secret lair, to get there, they have to ride on this like roller coaster, and they have 2 levers, but one of them drops you into like a tank with like crocodiles, and and then there's the other lever, and it's puts you down the roller coaster. Plus, it would be another excuse to have what's his name have a voice in the park, because he does Soren.
Yeah. Oh,
and
right.
so yeah,
yes, he's the voice of Kronk. Yes. Okay. So C-Rad, Krista. It's nice to see you again, Krista, from our she has the baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One of the most underrated Disney movies ever. I would agree with that because I haven't. It's underrated to me, and I know a lot of people love it.
Now, do you think they're gonna focus on that as opposed to something that everyone really knows, like Maleficent or the Evil Queen? And I heard, this is unconfirmed, that you can go to this land and meet Rachel Ziegler, because after Snow White comes out, she won't be working. So you can go and meet her and tell her what's up, and she'll tell you how wrong all the Disney movies are.
I don't think they're going to do the Emperor's New Groove, but I do think it'll be interesting to see which villains they focus in on. And if there's some sort of ride with like puppies and Cruella de Vil, I might just get really upset.
I don't think they'd mess with puppies.
But see, my favorite villain won't be there. Like, I know he won't be there, so it's okay. Whatever. Scar.
Oh.
He won't be there.
No, he's too mean.
Lion.
Yeah, he'll be over at Disneyland Paris and their new Lion King ride that they're going to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's okay. Maybe if Dr. Facilier is there. He's like my second favorite.
All right, so who is the most mainstream, the top 3 most mainstream?
Maleficent,
Evil Queen, Ursula.
Yeah.
All right. But if they're going to, what's the name of this? Dark Universe?
No.
It doesn't have a name, but Villains Land.
It's like Star Wars Land right now.
Oh,
I bet you the castle is going to be Maleficent's castle.
Yeah.
They're going to have a castle.
And if they don't have a dragon like somehow.
Yeah, there's
I
gonna
would
be
love
dragon.
the dragon to come.
Yeah, because we can't do it right over here.
Oh, our dragon in our parade, that's Maleficent's dragon that breathes fireworks.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can't figure it out over there, can you?
No. Okay, Wesley is correcting you, Richard. So Universal Epic Universe is the main game,
yeah, I think
but
we went
Dark
through that.
Universe,
Yeah.
It's a land. Dark Universe is a land within Epic Universe.
yes, our
Okay,
dragon.
hold on.
Oh,
Your mom's coming in with some details.
oh my gosh, Mom is doing some research. Breaking news. So
Oh.
it's a $60 billion expansion on 14 acres, which yes,
It's the
Galaxy's Edge
same
was
size
also...
as Galaxy's Edge.
Wow.
I'm surprised it didn't go like 14.1 acres.
Yeah, right.
Oh, they probably will. They'll like scoot it out.
So the Galaxy's Edge is big.
So it's kind of going in the same location at Magic Kingdom that Galaxy's Edge is in our park. It's going.
Yes, if you yes, that's a good way to think about it, because
And
where
in the
Big
back.
Thunder is, and they got rid of
sure
Rancho, whatever it was.
Yeah, it'll
and-
probably connect Fantasyland on one end to Big Thunder Mountain on the other end, and it'll span that space. I would assume.
It could, but the train runs through there. Like the only place it could connect to Fantasyland would have to be in the Dumbo Circus area. Like it would have to come around the back because
They made the train work with Galaxy's Edge, though. Over here.
right. So
Could
I'm just thinking about like, because right now the train sort of runs along with the rivers of America. So they'll have to, I don't know, that'll be interesting of where it connects to. Like in my head, I can see where you would walk past Big Thunder and you would go back there. But trying to figure out where it would loop around to is going to be interesting of where that would come out at.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I actually think it might. I actually think it might come out. You'd come out connected to Tomorrowland where Tron is. I actually think it would probably go that far.
Oh wow.
Around.
Okay. That's far. Okay.
So you'd have to go around like the Autopia or whatever the heck it's called over here.
Yeah.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Tomorrowland Speedway, yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure.
Okay.
And however the mood is and they set it, and whatever architecture they use and lighting and shopping and it'll be. I want to know what the dining is like. Are they going to add another character meal, but it's like all villains? That would be crazy.
That would be cool. I
would love that.
And that would be hard to get into.
Very.
All right. Well, what of these other announcements? We don't have to go through all of them, but what other announcements are you excited about?
Well, really quick in Magic Kingdom, I am excited about the nighttime parade. We haven't had a nighttime parade in so long. So when they announced this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So this will be called Disney Starlight.
Yes.
And it's debut in 2025. And I think the Blue Fairy is going to lead it.
Yes.
And you're going to have like your old school movies like Peter Pan, but then of course it's going to celebrate Frozen. And Encanto. So yeah, that's fun.
Everything that's going on at Epcot, I can kind of take it or leave it because Epcot's already been like basically completely blown up and redone. So, but I'm excited about Monsters Inc. Land in Hollywood Studios. I've always thought that the door situation from Monsters Inc. should be a ride, so that's really cool. And it's going to be Disney's first ever suspended coaster, which is really neat.
Which I've always loved. Like I remember the first suspended coaster I was on was Batman at a Six Flags, and that like just floored me. I was like, "This is amazing!" And so yeah, I can't wait for that to happen at Disney World. Yeah,
and I would say Tropical Americas at Animal Kingdom, I'm really stoked about. I'll be sad to be losing Chip and Dale in their dinosaur outfits, but
they'll move them.
Well,
they won't be there anymore because Dino Land's going bye-bye.
Right, but those costumes, they'll come out at Halloween.
Maybe they'll
run Disney races.
Indiana Jones themed. Or
stores at Indiana Jones, but those costumes are just way too cute They won't get rid of those.
Well, no, but I meant Chip and Dale can be dressed as like
Oh.
cosplaying Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, kind of.
Paleontologists.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, well, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, it kind of is.
there.
So,
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, but Tropical Americas, I'm excited for just because, I mean, I know some people really like Dino Land, but Dino Land doesn't really have anything in it anymore.
Nobody
Like,
likes
once you.
Dino Land.
Like once you go past the dinosaur ride and you're actually in Dino Land, there's just not much there.
Right.
You know,
it's like one of those kind of broken down amusement parks. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
Scooby and Shaggy and Fred and Velma walking by. Okay, when you start to see them, you know you're in a bad place.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I
this is
think
not
it's-
the amusement park.
I think as somebody who's Latin descent, I think it's really cool because we're going to be bringing in Mayan culture, which is amazing. We're going to be bringing in, like all the stuff from Encanto and all of that. If they really do go forward with the name of Pueblo Esperanza, like we've actually got Spanish in the, in the park, which is cool. So I think it'll appeal to a really wide genre of people. I don't know what this ride is going to be that's going inside Casita, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like,
it sounds
let's
awesome.
go.
I just like the fact that we're going to be able to enter into Casita and kind of the house will probably move around you, because that's what Casita does.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
and you'll
one of those rides where you go from room to room and you see little scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're supposed to go into Antonio's room and be in like his rainforest room, which would be really, really cool. And that'd be a really great place for meet and greets for like so many of the Encanto characters, which would be really awesome. And then I'm also excited that Indiana Jones is going to be a totally new ride. Like, again, with not the copying,
Right.
of it'll be a new experience, a new ride, a new story, which is exciting. So
Krista says, I picture one of those fun houses with moving sidewalks. Yeah, that's what I kind of picture. And Luella on Instagram says, a good family ride will be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then Indiana Jones ride will probably be the more e-ticket of the two. But I feel like Encanto would be e-ticket as well.
Yeah, I get the carousel is going to be cool.
Oh, yes. Carousel will have wood-carved animal characters from like all Disney stories. I think, yeah. But I'm sure it'll use kind of wood carving from Tropical Americas, like from that.
Now, are they expanding Dino Land, or is it going to keep the footprint the same?
I don't know. I don't know if I would imagine there's land over there, but I would imagine it's probably locked in with Disney's conservation,
right?
Whatever.
It can't be too loud because of the animals and things like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
Well, the good thing is that Dino Land is on the complete other side of the park from all of the animals, so that's good.
Okay.
Because you got to protect animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Wesley's weighing in. I think the footprint will be the same. Cool.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room. There's a lot of room over there because they'll be tearing out the dig site that the kids can go in and, like it's a big play area and they can go dig up bones and stuff. And there's the carnival attractions, where they play the games and stuff. Like if you're at old school Fiesta, Texas, Six Flags situation. So all of that. Then there's like all the rides that they've closed that have never reopened, so.
Yeah. Now, when is this expected to open?
I believe they haven't done any dates. The only things that have dates are things that kind of were already announced, or like the Zootopia experience that's taking over It's Tough to Be a Bug. That was already like happening.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Yeah.
So I think they said they're gonna break ground in 2025.
Well, they said that dirt is being moved on like all these things, but I mean, we've seen stuff closed down already at Dino Land USA.
Yeah, well, I believe. Well, it's almost the end of 2024 at this point, so they're not going to start anything now.
My guess is that we're gonna get Tropical Americas by maybe 2020, end of 2028, beginning of 2029, probably.
Oh, sooner than that.
And maybe that one will be sooner, but I think Cars and Villains Land is going to be, that's probably at least 4 or 5 years off. Because it takes them a while to do that stuff. So
Okay. Huh. Yeah. Well, how long was it before we got the announcement of Galaxy's Edge? And before then it was 2015.
It was 2015
right?
and 2019 we
it
got
opened.
it. Yeah.
16, 17. Yeah.
That's 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boy.
Oh,
We'll
Look
just
how-
start planning for 20. Let's just be safe. We'll say let's plan a trip for 2029, and then maybe everything will be open by then.
yeah.
Oh, no wonder they didn't tell a date on that, because that seems like a long time.
It does. Wow. All
So
right.
should we wrap it up with Zootopia?
I think so. Yeah. So the Tree of Life, has always had that it's tough to be above a bug show in it, which I hate.
It is terrifying.
I hate being stabbed in the back
I like that.
by a stinger.
I mean, I hate that.
And then water gets thrown on you. You
I
don't like
hate
the
it.
water.
I
And then
don't like water rides.
the little creepy crawly bugs go under your butt. And it's like, no, I don't need bugs in my park.
I'm okay. I mean, they've pretty much wiped out the Bug's Life from y'all's park. They might as well wipe out what's left of it in ours.
Did we ever have a Bug's Life in our? Oh, we got
Yes!
the little where
The
Avengers
Bug's
Campus
Theater.
is now.
Yeah.
Heimlich's little train was like the coolest little thing ever.
That was very cute. But yeah,
Oh, that feels like it was so long ago.
it does. It does. It's been a long time. All right. Well, I'm excited because Zootopia is replacing that. It'll come in 2025. So at least
Maybe that means maybe that means we'll finally get to meet Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde in
Walt Disney World.
Magic Kingdom or in Walt Disney World. That would be
They're the
stinking
best.
awesome.
They're so the best. I want to, oh, they're so fluffy. I just love them so much. I just want to pet their faces. They're fluffy. Oh,
So you describe Judy and Nick the same way you describe pancakes.
yes. They're
This
fluffy.
is fluffy.
Oh.
I agree.
Okay. All right, mom has got not good info. So
Good.
Universal Orlando is opening the third theme park.
They are.
2025. Okay. Yes, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quick, there's been all these rumors about a fifth gate. There's been rumors about a fifth gate for years.
For years, yeah.
For years.
Let me
I'm
see
starting
the
to
gate.
think
A new theme park for Disney World
yeah.
Why don't you call it a new theme park instead of a fifth gate?
because it's a gate that people buy. It's just that's just the
It's
term.
It's just the terminology.
Okay.
The term.
Okay. Good.
I can actually for so long I've been saying no way. I'm starting to think that they're thinking about it because Universal is getting really competitive and pulling a lot of focus away. So I think it's possible, but I have no idea what it could even be, But I think they're going to do all of this, see how this goes, and then see if they need a fifth gate.
Right.
Also
kind of depends on how the other factions of Disney is doing, like movies and everything. All of that. Interesting. All right.
just make more Inside Out 2s. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, now that Romulus is the #1 film at the box office, Disney has dominated 2024's box office.
Yeah. And Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and then Planet of the Apes, Inside Out 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
They're doing well.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you, Teresa, for joining us.
No, thank you.
Yay.
Come back anytime with more Jar Jar paraphernalia and stories.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All right. Then we'll see you back next year then.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Well, we have another guest on the show. So we are going to invite up Ryan Street from I Am Geek Show.
Hello.
Ryan.
Yay.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Ooh, look at your studio office.
Oh, yes.
That's very fancy. Richard, he's got the mood lighting going on.
I
Well,
do.
we have mood lighting, but your head's in the way.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, who started that? Who started this?
We got all kinds of
had mood
stuff
lighting.
all around.
What's going on?
There's
Yeah,
stuff everywhere. There's stuff all the way up.
Yeah, wow. Oh, you do have a Bo-Katan helmet. And
Yeah.
oh, you had all the helmets. Look at that. Wow.
I found a bunch on clearance. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, Krista's saying hello to you, Ryan.
hello.
Oh, everyone's saying hello. Hey.
Hey, Ryan. Everyone's saying, hey, Ryan.
Yay.
Hey,
Hey, everybody.
What are the helmets do you have back there? I see Captain Rex and Bo-Katan.
Here, we'll make this bigger.
Can we zoom in?
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
Ooh, the red helmet. What
Oh,
what is
Biker
that?
Scout. That's the Sith Trooper.
Okay.
The red helmet's the Captain Cardinal from one of the
From
books.
Resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah, from Resistance. And then let's
Biker
see, we've
Scout.
got the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and a bunch. And then this whole wall over here is all lightsabers.
Oh, nice. Well, I bet. Okay, so actually, you just led into what you're touting here.
Good
So
segue, Ryan.
lightsabers. So how many lightsabers have you built at Galaxy's Edge?
It's obvious I've built
Yes, that's obvious.
four. Yeah,
Wow.
just four. Just four.
Just
you know,
four. Just four. I love it.
just four. But I got to take my kids, and so it's a family, family thing. Everybody's got to have a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's true. So you do something special though, because these lightsabers are powered by kyber crystals. So
Yes.
can you explain what you have and what's new in your shop?
Yeah. So if you go to Savi's, they'll where you build your lightsaber, they'll tell you to choose a kyber crystal. So as I just throw it across, so this is what they look like, the ones you get at Disney. Pretty
Nice.
simple stuff.
Very
So
simple, one color.
yeah. So a few years back, I decided once I got my first one, I was bored. It was when everybody was staying at home. We'll just leave it at that. Everybody was staying at home. So I needed something to do. And I decided to figure out how those lightsabers worked. So a little reverse engineering. I did some research online. Some other people were trying to figure out that there's RFID chip in it that has codes, and those codes tell it what color to be and what sounds to make. So once I figured out that, then I got me some RFID chips, started coding them, and started making my own crystals. And the first crystal I made, I think I have it here. I've got
Yeah, please come on, show and tell.
So then I started making my own, and I was like, but I don't want them to look like the Disney ones, because some other people were figuring it out, and they were making molds of the Disney ones, and they would look like the Disney ones, but different colors and stuff. So I had a elemental nature lightsaber. That's one of the ones you can make themes.
Yeah, I love that one.
So I decided to make a crystal based off the great tree that resides in the Jedi Temple.
Oh,
The one you see Yoda standing in front of in like Clone Wars and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So this was my great tree crystal,
Oh.
and it looks like, if I can get it.
almost looks like Groot.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's giving me, because it has that circle on it. Yeah, it almost looks like Moana's like seashell
Oh, yeah,
neck, like
her
her
necklace.
heart of Tafiti.
Yeah. So this is the first one I made, and I sort of carved it out of clay, made
Wow.
it to look like a tree with all the grooves and stuff. And I did the green, and this one glows in the dark, so it'll glow green in the dark. And I did it green because when you put in the lightsaber, it lights up green. So that was my first one that I made, and I just made it for myself.
All right, so I have a question. I have a
Yes.
question on this.
Okay.
So it's not the actual color of the crystal that makes the lightsaber color. It's whatever the RFID chip
Yeah.
inside is.
Whatever the code says is what it. So the code says this is going to light up green. This is going to light up
Wow.
red. This is little chips inside of them. If you break one of the Disney crystals open, there's a little thing inside of it.
Wow.
So you can code it to whatever colors that the lightsaber will make. There's only a certain number of colors that you can do, because the blade only has a certain number of different color LEDs in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So so that was my first one I made. I made it for myself, and then people said, well, where can we buy it? And I was like, oh, you can't. And then people wanted to buy it. So I partnered with somebody else for that one, got it online, and they sold out. So I was like, well, I'm going to make more. So I've been making them for years now. Different variations. I made one based off the Wampa Cave, and it's got a little lightsaber inside of it, Luke's lightsaber.
Oh,
These have more characteristic than the one you find.
I made one for the dark saber. That's the dark saber.
Now you said you can put these in the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers.
Yeah, so they'll go right in. Let's see. Like this one is based off of the ball from Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
How many of these do you have?
Oh, a bunch. So you put it in just like that. Like this was the Ahsoka one. So it doesn't look like the Disney ones, but it fits in there. Put it in. And then turn it on.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the white one.
Nice.
And then they work in the holocrons. They work with the Sith Wayfinders you can buy. They work with all the stuff.
Now, how does the holocron? Does it like say anything in the holocron? Or
Yeah, so like if I put, let's see.
wow,
If I put the one from Ahsoka in here,
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
let's see.
And you just simply reverse engineered it.
Yeah. So yeah, just simply. So if you put that in there, close it up, it should. Yeah. Hold open.
Ryan, drop it and run.
Jedi path to find my own way.
So,
and for a long time,
So so you have the crystal or the ball from Ahsoka that will talk like Ahsoka. So it's
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
god. And Krista's saying, well, I just went broke checking out Ryan's shop.
Please do. Please.
So how many of these different ones have you made? Like,
oh gosh.
more than
So many.
More than I can count. Some of my favorite ones that I've made is I'm a huge Galaxy's Edge fan. Love it. I love Oga's Cantina. So I decided to make crystals that look like the drinks from Oga's Cantina. So I've got like the fuzzy tauntaun. I've got the
my goodness.
Yeah, so I've got like
Oh my god.
Does that make your tongue go numb?
yeah, I guess if you put it in there. I've got a bunch of different ones from Oga's Cantina, and there's actually I 3D printed a little bar that looks like Oga's that they sit on, so you can display them. So it's pretty cool. And
so
then
on Etsy, you are I Am Geek Shop.
Yeah, I'm Geek Shop, all one word, just crunched together to make it easier to find. And then I was a big Star Cruiser fan, so I had to make drinks from the Star Cruiser. So have drinks from the Star Cruiser. And these have been a big hit. Just people love to get their little cantina drinks.
I had that drink.
And then then I've got ones that look like Dagobah. Looks like a swamp inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so if you put this one against the Sith Wayfinder, it'll light up and say, it'll talk about Dagobah. It'll talk about the planets.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What did the cantina drinks like? What did they say in the?
I mean, there's only a certain number of colors and a certain number of voices you can choose from.
Okay.
So, like for I'm trying to think which ones I did with which. So, like this one lights up purple and it's Mace Windu. I think this one, the icebreaker, is Luke Skywalker. So that's the icebreaker that you could get on the Star Cruiser. So I made all these, all kinds of fun ones, and then Disney decided to change up some stuff, and they came out with version 2 crystals, which you can get at the parks now. So then me and a friend of mine, we figured out the new codes.
Simply.
Yeah, we figured out the new codes, and now I just released my first version 2 crystal.
Oh,
that in the parks, you can spend a lot of money to try to get these special crystals. One's Ben Solo and one's Kylo Ren, and they call them cracked crystals. But when you open them up, they still look like the Disney crystals. They're blue with a little red on the inside or something. So I said, that's not cracked enough for me. I need to make my own Kylo, because I love Kylo Ren. I need to make my own version of Kylo Ben Solo. So I came out with this one that's actually cracked all the way through. It's hard to tell on camera.
Yeah. You have a good picture on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. Pictures do it better justice. Oh, this one it bleeds. This one's a bleeding one. So it bleeds from red to blue. It's got it looks like a blaster bolt right through it, or it's all cracked.
Yeah.
And if you put it.
How are you making these? Are these screen?
So the ones I'm doing now, I taught myself. There we go. There's a good picture of it. I taught myself 3D modeling.
Okay.
There's a program, and I've started 3D modeling all of my new crystals, and then I print them off on a 3D in resin. So they're all in resin. So these are all in resin. So the outside, Everything's
Wow.
resin. And then the chips are on the inside. This one has a core that goes through it. It's cool. I love it. So yeah, these are up on the shop now.
And how much is that cracked crystal? Just
So
to get-
this one does blue and red. So if you put it in one way,
Oh wow. Jeez.
it'll light up.
Neat.
It'll light up. If I can get it to do. It'll light up red.
Okay, good.
Oh.
And then if you flip it over,
And this one on your site is called the corrupted crystal.
yes. Cracked crystal didn't sound right for me, so I decided to call it corrupted.
Yeah. There's some focus groups. Yeah, it didn't really.
And then you flip it over and it's blue.
Wow.
Now, do the ones from Galaxy's Edge, do they have that feature?
No.
Wow.
No, you have to buy multiple ones to do multiple colors. So this one, because of the time and it takes me to do it, these are like between this one in particular is 35.
Okay.
If it's a single color, it's 30, and I have some that are 25. So I try to vary. I try to make as low as I can. But do you guys? I don't know if in the comments they can tell us. Do you guys want to see one that hasn't been released yet?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, exclusive.
Of course we do. Let's
Yeah.
see. We got some people joining us on Instagram. You guys want to see a new one?
An exclusive from I Am Geek Shop.
You have
Now-
even lightsaber crystal stands, like kyber.
Yeah, I've got stands. You can put them on. So this is some that this is a stand you can put
Ooh.
them on.
Oh, that's cool.
Which these are cool. These are on the shop now. These are mystery crystals. You
Oh.
pick instead of picking your color, you let the force you let the force guide you. So it says like power and control and peace and justice. So you pick which one draws to you, and you don't know what color you're going to get until you get it home and either put it in your lightsaber, or so you can see it's clear.
Ooh.
But if you put it over a light source,
Oh, wait.
oops,
Oh,
there we go.
Is it
It'll
green?
light up. So that one's
Oh.
green.
Oh.
Oh,
so
that's neat.
Yeah, so those are my cave crystals. Like you're going into a crystal cave. But okay, so a new one.
Okay, so here. So yes, we got more takers. We got yes,
Everyone's saying
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And 10 people saying, no, we're good.
Okay, well then, in a few weeks, I will be going to the Galactic Star Cruiser convention that they're doing. So
What?
they're doing this thing called HalseyCon, and it's going to be a convention. And I'm bringing some of my crystals there, and I'm debuting some of them there. But I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek before I go there. Now, I'm a big fan of Rebels, and I'm a big fan of like the Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order games. And one of the new voices they came out with was the Inquisitor voice for the crystals and the second sister. So I decided to make an Inquisitor crystal.
Oh.
And this one looks different than any of my other ones. And I can't wait for this one to release and get it in people's hands because I think they're gonna like it.
You are ahead of the curve.
Yeah, so here it is. This one's gonna be red because it's Inquisitors. But
Whoa.
So
That
this
looks
one-
like coaxium.
yeah, so this one's like all jagged and sharp, like
Yeah.
the Inquisitors have corrupted and joined the dark side.
That looks neat.
And do
So
those
that's
ones
one.
have voice?
Yeah, this will have the Grand Inquisitor voice, and I'm thinking about making it two-sided, Grand Inquisitor and Second Sister. So,
Nice.
and then I'll give you one more if you want one more
Okay.
because I'm feeling generous today. I long ago in my galaxy, not so far away, I made a crystal that would do all the colors.
Oh,
You would switch out parts, but it was really hard to make. So after I sold a ton of them, I said, I'm retiring this crystal, and people keep asking for a new crystal that will do multiple colors so you can change out stuff.
makes
I'm a
sense.
big, like I said, a big Cal Kestis fan. I have a full cosplay Cal Kestis. That was my outfit for the Star Cruiser, a big Cal Kestis vest and stuff. So I decided to make the crystal from the game because in the game you can change the color to whatever color you want it to be.
Oh,
And I was like, how am I going to do this? Well, they came out with the voice of Cal Crystal or of Cal Kestis. So I've got this piece right here, and this is Cal Kestis. And you may
Okay.
think, well, that's a little different than them, a little short. So what I decided to do, okay, you're always going to have Cal Kestis on one side, but you can take whatever color you want
Oh.
and you can attach them.
Oh, wow.
Good
Got a little
Lord.
threading in it. Oh.
Yeah. So now,
Wow.
if you want green on one side and blue, that's good. You can do that. This will come out as a set. If you want
Right.
yellow, if you want yellow, you can do blue and yellow. Screw
You're
that.
gonna premiere these at HelsiCon?
Yes. So nobody knows about these yet.
Wow.
They do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do now, but a little sneak peek. So all the colors, you'll be able to change them out to blue, to have blue and red, blue and purple,
Wow.
blue, whatever you want. And each side will have a voice and a different voice, and they'll come in a set. So there'll be a little more because you're getting basically all the colors.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But
Worth it.
When is HelsiCon and where is it?
it is, it's like the first weekend of October, I think,
Oh.
and it's in Orlando.
Okay.
They've been sold out for a while now. I think there's at least 600 people, Star Cruiser, that are going to be there
Oh, my
to
goodness.
celebrate the Star Cruiser. I also have a podcast, which you guys know, called Living with the Landspeeder. I'm doing a live show there. We're going
Yeah.
to re-Star Warsify the Star Cruiser live on stage. It's going to be fun. Yeah, so it's fun. I love making these crystals. They do help. When I get orders in, it helps out a lot. And because they're custom, I make them, as you buy them. So I make them when somebody buys them, I make them. I don't have like just tons laying around. And when I sell out, sometimes they retire and they don't come back. So
Yeah.
because as a creative person, you like to create stuff, but you don't like to keep reproducing it over and over. I am venturing out. I do have lightsaber stands on there, and I've just started making sleeves and stuff that you can use on your Savi. So because like your Savi saber, you have, that's how it comes, and then you put the different sleeves on it to make it look different.
Yeah.
I'm started designing new ones that are going to be custom.
Oh, wow. Like
yeah.
the outside.
Yeah, for the outside.
Ah,
So this is one that I've been working on. It's not done yet. This is just the rare prints. It's going to be a Sith sort of version lightsaber. So this is what it's going to look like on top of the lightsaber. So these are just the raw prints.
Yeah. So they're not colored or anything.
Yeah, these aren't colored. They're just the raw prints to try out. So you put these on,
Oh, cool.
And so this one's going to be sort of my Sith.
Will you make it like darker?
Yeah, so like I'll paint them black and do it in like a metallic.
Yeah. I can see that.
I have ways. So this will be like all black and metallic going through.
Oh boy, Savi, watch your back.
Yeah. So
Ryan's coming.
I like to just do fun stuff like that. And I decided, I've been making crystals. Let's do something else with the Savi saber. So let's make custom pieces that you can change out your pieces you buy there. So hopefully those will be coming soon if I can get all the tweaks and everything done with those. But yeah, I love creating as an artist. It's fun to do. And this is sort of my art now, creating kyber crystals. And I love seeing, like when I go to Galaxy's Edge now, I'll hear somebody from the distance go, "I am Geek." And I'm like, what? How do they know it's me? And they run up with one of my crystals. And they're like, "I got your crystal. It's so fun." I have cast member. When I go, I always hand out free crystals to cast members there in Galaxy's Edge. And people always, when I come back, they're like, "It's still in my pocket. I carry it with me to work every day. This is my kyber crystal." So it's so great. I made a 50th anniversary one for Disney World that was full of little hidden Mickeys all in it. And I gave those out during the 50th. So I love making kyber crystals. I love doing podcasting, and it's just fun. It's a fun thing to do.
Tell everyone once again where they can find your podcast.
Yeah, the podcast, I'm Geek, all one word, is Everything Geek. We talk, it's my brother, my friend and I. My brother's an animator, so we talk with a lot of people in the industry. That's wherever you listen to podcasts. And on YouTube, I'm Geek Show. And then my other podcast is Living with the Landspeeder. And we take Disney park attractions and we Star Warsify them. So we turn like Pirates of the Caribbean into like a Star Wars ride. And we've had a lot of guests on for that one too. You guys did a live show with us at Comic-Palooza. Yeah. So we have fun with that. We've had James Arnold Taylor on. We've had a bunch of Disney people on. And we just say, what's your favorite Disney ride? Okay, let's turn it into a Star Wars ride. So by the end, hopefully all will have just a bunch of Star Wars parks. So yeah, so we have fun. That's wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube, Living with the Land Speeder.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then I'm Geek Shop on Etsy.
Yes. Yeah, it's up right now. In fact, here, we'll put the link in our comments so that anyone can go and check that out.
Yeah, you got a lot of great stuff there. All right, Ryan. Well, thanks for coming on. If you have any updates
Thank
in the
you.
future, please come back.
Yeah. In fact, we would love to hear all about HelseyCon.
Yeah, I'd love to come back
So-
after that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably do an episode on that. So,
yeah. All right. So,
yeah.
all right, consider yourself booked for the first week of October.
Sounds good.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Thank you, Ryan.
Bye.
Take care.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right, and to all the other Skywalkers out there, thanks for joining us
Mhm.
on this Things We Want to Share. Now, I know we
Yes.
said that we'd do some unboxing and share some merchandise, but let's do that next week.
Yeah, I think we're going to save it because we had a lot to cover this week and some really fascinating discussions. So
yeah.
we'll save it.
Yeah, we're going to save it.
save it and save some of your things we want to share for next week as well. But we will be back 6 p.m. Pacific
We didn't expect
Monday night.
we didn't expect Lucasfilm to drop this bomb on us.
I know.
That
Yeah, that was extra.
Acolyte would be going away.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So once again, thanks everyone for joining us on Things We Want to Share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.